My name is Margit L. I had an anterior hip replacement done by Dr. Zeegen. Prior to the surgery, I was in a lot of pain all the time. I was living off of Aleve, dosing almost every day. Had a hard time standing up straight. I really didn't want to do surgery yet because I'm still fairly young, but I wanted to actually come to Dr. Zeegen to see if he could help me postpone surgery. It took me a couple of months to do a lot of investigating on my own, to research even Dr. Zeegen, find out that he's probably one of the best surgeons in the area. I did go on the websites, not Dr. Zeegen's, but other websites, and I found out that there were quite a few lawsuits going on concerning bad hip replacements, and that made me very apprehensive. But I also did a lot of research on Dr. Zeegen, and I found that there were absolutely no lawsuits going on with him. And then I did quite a bit of other research to make sure that he was the qualified physician that I really wanted. And by the time I came back to have the surgery done, I was so confident that he was the best person for me to do the surgery that I was not apprehensive at all about having the hip replacement any longer. And I was almost excited to have it done because by that time I was in such pain that I could hardly walk anymore. Dr. Zeegen was excellent about taking time and explaining exactly the way the surgery would go, exactly what he would use, exactly what type of methodology he used. It was also great because he did the anterior hip replacement as opposed to a posterior hip replacement, so that after the surgery I had no limitations on the way I could move, which was very good. And he is one of the few physicians that actually does that type of procedure. So for me, I just felt I was so lucky to have found him. To be quite honest with you, that's the way I felt. I was just really lucky to have found him. Very fortunate. My recovery after the surgery, the hospital care was excellent. So don't be afraid of that. My home health care was exemplary. Not only did Dr. Zeegen's office contact me on a daily basis to make sure that I was recovering properly, the home health nurses were brought in either each day or every other day, including weekends, to make sure that I was healing properly. I also had a physical therapist come into my home who was excellent and helped me to relearn how to walk with a new hip, which was wonderful because I actually was walking without any pain. And approximately 3 weeks after my surgery, I was walking with a cane, and I was able to go up and down stairs without any help. It was really quite amazing to see the change in my body from walking with a cane to finally walking with no cane at all, to almost being able to run. And I started golfing again in almost 2.5 months right after my surgery. I was golfing, I was walking the courses, and the best part of it was there was absolutely no pain any longer in my hip. It was like I had a brand new hip from when I was a teenager. So that was just a wonderful, wonderful experience for me, and that was a wonderful experience for me. It really was. All thanks to Dr. Zeegen, and I have to say, and his office staff. But Dr. Zeegen was truly a miracle worker as far as I'm concerned. I am very happy with the surgery. I would do it again, and as a matter of fact, in probably about a year, I'll have my other hip done. So yes, I am very happy with the surgery. The only thing I'm not happy with is that I hesitated for as long as I did to have it done. I should have had it done much earlier. Dr. Zeegen's an amazing physician. I have total trust in him. Thank you, Dr. Zeegen. I really appreciate what you've done for me.